What's up, beautiful world? I have made it to Mexico, to Mexico. Viva en Mexico. First, I want to start this off with something I got taught by Yaki Awaken. He always says it, so I'm going to say it in Spanish. Amor, luz, y sanación. Love, light, and healing. Shout outs to everybody that's in here right now. I really came on here, I didn't even know what to say, but I'm gonna just speak my mind and speak what I've been going through. So, I started off by saying, you never know where anything's gonna take you. And by that, I mean, the only thing that you really know, the only thing that you know that you want to do is gonna be your intuition. So you have to listen to your intuition. My intuition told me come to Mexico. So I followed my intuition and I came to Mexico. There was a lot of things that could have made me say, you know what? I can't afford to come out here. I have things that I need to do in New York. I don't feel like putting in the effort to make it out here. Excuses. I don't have a way to get money out here. All these different excuses and just reasons to go against my intuition, but I can't do that to myself. So I had to come out here. And it's the second day I'm out here now. I've met somebody new every single day. Today, I went to the market that this girl had told me the first night that I got in. I went to the supermarket. There was one supermarket that was open. It was about to be 10 o'clock at night. I walked over there. I got some fruits. I got some vegetables. And then I said, yo, let me go sit in the centro and just read a book, sit down, relax, take a couple deep breaths, look at the scenery. And I go over there, I'm sitting over there, and some girl, she comes up to me. She asked me for a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes. And right as she asked me for a cigarette, this lady walked past me. She asked me, chiclas, or, she was asking if I wanted to buy gum or whatever. I said, nah, I'm okay. And then my intuition had told me, yo, give Shorty $1. She was with her daughter. So I said, permiso. And she came back and gave her the $1. Right as that happened, the Shorty pulled up on me. Tu fumar un cigarette. My Spanish is más o menos. Bear with me. But she said, you have a cigarette? I said, no fumar. And then she kind of just stood there for a second, and she was standing there while I was giving the $1 out. And then I think she saw that and was like, that was nice. And I asked her, I said, you speak English? She said, yeah, I speak English. I said, what? We end up sitting down and chopping it up for a minute. She ends up knowing 5 languages, and one of the reasons I came out here is I wanted to learn Spanish. So I'm sitting down and I'm talking with her, and I start to realize, yo, everything happens for a reason. She also came up to me and she was stressed. She don't even smoke cigarettes. She just dropped her phone in the toilet and couldn't get home. Long story short, we ended up talking for probably an hour. And like I said, she spoke 5 languages. She told me how she learned each language. She just came from Brazil to Mexico, and she learned Portuguese when she was out there. It took her about 8 months. And it was just really inspirational to hear that, because I'm out here, I got a one-way flight. I'm planning on being out here for a month. So I might extend it. If I can grasp Spanish by a month to 2 months to 3 months, that would be amazing. And I know I can. So I'm talking with her. She also brings up intuition, which this whole conversation is about, right? So she was saying that the reason that she went to Brazil is that she was having dreams and she was seeing these different geographical locations, and the only place in the world that matched the dreams was Brazil. So instead of going to where she was originally gonna go, she went to Brazil. When she got to Brazil, she said she walked through this path to go write in her journal. When she got to the spot, she said it was exactly what she saw in her dream. And she said she sat there for 3 hours and she was crying and all that. So it really just goes to show you have to follow your intuition. Now, going on intuition, I just changed my name, right? Zudikai. Zudikai means zeal for understanding divine intelligence, knowledge, and awareness of intuition. So intuition is in my name, you know? And what I think intuition is listening to your gut, listening to yourself, listening to your higher self. Okay, so we all need to listen to our higher selves and stop listening to the external noise and go inside and listen to what is going on inside and follow that. Because when you follow that, you're gonna see your dreams really do come true. And that's one thing that I told her is I said, you know what? Your dreams are coming true, literally. Your dreams are coming to life. You're coming to light. So it was really beautiful. And then today, she had told me a market to go to. So today I went to the market. I go to the market. One step back. I've actually been here for 3 days. So that was the first day I came in. The second day, I just went to the centro. I chilled, you know. I met some cool people. I met a couple of stranglers on the road. I bought a guitar too yesterday, cause I need to play music out here. So I bought a guitar, and that attracted people for sure. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Miguel. They both live in the centro, but you know, it's all love. I don't judge anybody by the way they look, where they're at in life, what they're going through. Fuck it, how they anything. I'm not judging anybody, you know what I mean? We all go through things. You don't know where anybody came from, and you don't know who the messenger is. So, you know, shout out to Eric and Miguel, because you know they was sleeping in the park. They didn't have no money. Them boys ain't asked me for $1 one time. They ain't asked me for $1. They just showed me love. They said that the music that I was making was beautiful. You know, and it was peace, man. It was peace. I literally played the guitar and Eric fell asleep in the centro, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. The police was trying to fuck with him. I was like, oh nah, that's my boy. And then they kind of just let him sleep. And I literally like played guitar. He went to sleep and I dipped. It was funny. But the next day, shorty from the first day, she told me to go to this market. So today I walked to the market, and I was walking in. Within the first 20, 30 steps, somebody start whistling to me and whatever. You know, I thought they was just trying to sell me something. I had my guitar on my back. Music, see, he was showing me he also sells music equipment. I seen they had a drum there. They had a djembe there. So I'm sitting there. Shout out to Henry, who runs the shop. He pulls a chair up for me. Yo, sit down, relax, relax. Then his other boy pulls up, Javier, shout out to Javi, and he starts asking me if I know any Spanish rhythms, you know, Latin rhythms, and I didn't really know any Latin rhythms, to be honest. He was trying to show me some cumbia, but I really got to sit and learn and listen. So he ended up passing me this percussive instrument, and then we end up playing, and then they take me to the back of the spot. Mind you, Henry, he was selling guitars, he was selling platas, silver, jewelry. So, you know, I'm into jewelry and whatnot. So it's like, it was cool. I'm probably gonna get a piece from him, to be honest. So, long story short, I'm there for a while, and they end up bringing me to the back. I go to the back, end up just chilling, you feel me? And while I'm chilling, I start playing the guitar again. He brings out his djembe. Henry leaves, me and Javi are just there, and we end up just jamming out. He tells me then he can, him and his boy Jorge, they play instruments together, and they bust like I do in the city. So he was saying, you know what, you should come with us and bust sometime. So it was just me following my intuition, and now I'm learning more about the guitar. I'm gonna learn more about how to play, not only what I know how to play, but expand my horizons, expand what I know. And this all goes back to the intuition by saying I was just following my gut each and every day I'm out here, you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of money, and it's not about the money. What it is about the experience. It's about living. It's about being in the moment. And on top of all of that, I've been learning Spanish by speaking with these people. They don't know that much English. I don't know that much Spanish. So when we talk to each other, I'm picking up new words. I got a little dictionary. I'll show y'all. I got this little Spanish dictionary right here. It's small, but it literally says small book, big coverage. So I got this little book, and you know, if I need to search a word, I'll search it on here, and if they know a word in English and I don't know the Spanish translation, I just say, como se dice, you know? And I'm just very happy that I've been following my intuition and following my dreams and following the things that make me happy and are gonna make me evolve into this person that I've always wanted to be. So it's really been beautiful. I know that by the end of this trip, I'm gonna know way more Spanish than I did before. It's inevitable, you know? When you listen to your intuition and you listen to your dreams, they do come true. The only way they don't come true is if you don't listen and you don't follow through. So my message to the world is listen to your intuition, listen to your dreams, and follow suit. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what the devil in your head thinks, it doesn't matter. Go forward, keep moving, keep striving for greatness, for excellence, and for anything you want. One more note. Because I got this while I was on tour, and this kind of goes in with the intuition. The quote is, if you care enough for a result, you will most certainly attain it. If you care enough for a result, you will most certainly attain it. So my message to y'all is to care enough, and you will obtain that goal. You will obtain whatever it is that your heart desires. Follow your intuition. And on that note, I'm out. Amor, luz, sanación, love, light, healing.